To officially open this session, it's our pleasure to welcome again Mr. Andrew Saberton, who is the Assistant Secretary General and Deputy Executive Director of UNFPA and co-chair of the Business Innovation Group, who is leading all of these processes. He's joining us. This is the second webinar that Andrew is joining us, and with interest to provide some reflections on the importance of the collaboration between the agencies, and this time on how also the digital enabled GSS services are pushing forward basically the needle in UN reform and system-wide efficiencies. After Andrew, we will have opportunity. If you have any questions, maybe we can take one or two questions. If colleagues could raise it in the chat or raise their hands. And then we will continue with the service presentation with Sarah Adam, the Director of the Management Services Division of WFP, and the team from WFP will continue. So with that, Andrew, please, the floor is yours, and welcome.
Thank you, Zamir. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all colleagues joining us today. As Zamir mentioned, I'm Andrew Saberton, and I'm here really as my role as the co-chair of the UNSDG Business Innovation Group, BIG. And it's a real pleasure to open today's session, particularly as this is the second last webinar in our 16-part Global Shared Service series, a journey we began earlier this year to give colleagues across the UN system a transparent view of the global shared services we have collectively endorsed. Over the past months, we have seen GSS evolve from concept to practical reality. These webinars have helped demonstrate, not in theory, but in practice, how shared services are strengthening our operations, enabling digital transformation, and moving the way and improving the way we support program delivery and humanitarian response. As BIG, our role is to operationalize the UNSDG efficiency roadmap, ensuring that the 4 efficiency streams, that's the global shared services, the common back offices, the common premises, and the BOSS work together with mutual recognition as the core operating principle. This year's discussions, including those at our recent BIG meeting in Vienna, made one thing clear. Efficiency reforms are no longer abstract. They are shaping our daily operations in every region, every office, and every service line. We now understand efficiency not merely as a cost reduction, but as a driver of quality, resilience, accountability, and digital capability across the UN system. UN80 reinforces that efficiency is a strategic enabler, not an end. The data speaks for itself. The new GSS dashboard shows that broader adoption of the 16 endorsed services could unlock an additional efficiency in future years. Resources that flow back to country teams and ultimately to the people we serve. Today's service and why it matters is focused on one of the fastest expanding GSS solutions, the UN system online auction services. And in many ways, this service captures the story of the entire GSS journey. It modernizes a traditionally fragmented manual process. It replaces administrative burden with transparency and automation. It leverages digital tools to create value, financial, operational, and environmental. And it demonstrates that when one entity builds excellence, the whole system can benefit. This service reflects how far we have come so far in embracing digital transformation as a core driver of operational effectiveness. A mobile-enabled, intuitive platform that brings UN asset disposal into alignment with the digital standards used by global auction houses is a significant step forward. The increased competition and efficiency gains of approximately 20% for many offices are glaring signs of its impact. It also complements the on-site disposal modalities presented by UNHCR earlier in the series, reinforcing that shared services do not eliminate flexibility, but rather they enhance it. One of the most important lessons across this entire webinar series is that technology alone does not deliver transformation. People do. The adoption of GSS services requires leadership, trust, a willingness to adjust workflows, and confidence that the system benefits when we reduce duplication. The adoption of this service, the UN online auction service, in addition, pushes the envelope when it comes to UN 2.0 and operational programmatic linkages covered under SDG 17. The World Food Programme and other member agencies, with the big secretariat's coordination, has been instrumental in supporting this transformational effort, and I want to recognise that commitment. And as this is my final GSS webinar in the series, I want to, for this year at least, I want to express my appreciation to all participating entities, presenters, country teams and colleagues across the system who have engaged so actively. Your feedback, your questions and your willingness to explore new models are the reasons we have been able to progress this agenda so meaningfully. Thank you once again for your engagement across this entire series.